So, I've got a stack of Blu-rays in front of me, and before we get started, I'd like to say don't forget to like, subscribe to the notification bell on, and check out the other channel for comic book related content. Before we get my name is Asha, and this is Asha's Movies. And here I have 7 different Blu-rays. We've got The Life of Pi. We have got Looper. We have got Memento. We've got 127 Hours. We've got The Hunger Games, which is in a nice red case. We've got The Prestige. And we've got Piranha 3D, which has got a Blu-ray 3D. I'm pretty sure it also has a normal Blu-ray as well, which is yeah, it's got the regular one on there too, which is a good thing because we're gonna need it. So the I owe actually Movies with James a big thank you for the idea. Basically, what he did was he did a video on his channel where he watched only DVDs for a week, and obviously if I did that, it'd just be like any normal video for me, really. So I decided, what do I have less of than DVDs in this collection? I have less Blu-rays. I probably altogether have 1, 2, 3, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, about 37, no, let's say 45 different Blu-rays in my collection, okay? And compared to the 600 movies I do already have in the collection, that's not a lot. 45 compared to 600. If you do know the maths, help me out. I don't know how much percentage of that is. You can help me out in the comments if you want to. So I'm going to be watching only Blu-rays for the next week. Is it really that different from watching DVDs? Is it the quality of the film that's different? Is it the sound on the film that's different? Obviously, if you have stuff like Dolby Audio speakers and stuff like that, it will sound different. But I'm talking about just on a regular TV with my PlayStation 3, which I use as my DVD player. Will it look different? Will it sound different? So every single day for the next week, starting this Monday, ending Sunday now, I'm going to be watching a Blu-ray. So the first one my girlfriend actually picked up for me was Life of Pi. This is directed by Ang Lee, and I'm going to give this a watch when I can. Tonight, hopefully, I'm going to be watching it. I don't think it's too long, so I'm going to probably enjoy that. It's winner of 4 Academy Awards. So, and it's award winner for Academy Award winner for director as well. So I'm going to give that a watch. This is not all going to be filmed in one day. This is going to be filmed over the next 7 days. One day I might forget to do the video, so I'll just update you in the next like clip. So this is going to be in clips as well. So the first clip is just introducing the challenge, and then the next clip will be me actually reviewing the Life of Pi, and then also talking about how good it looked and etc. So yeah, that is it for now, and I'll see you tomorrow. So, just came out of watching Life of Pi, and to be honest, yeah, it was actually quite a good film. I've rated this 4.5 stars on letterboxd. I can't remember exactly what rating I gave it. I think it was an 8.7, maybe an 8.8. Out of 10. Yeah, it was a really fun and interactive, more like movie that I thought it would be. It kind of explained the story of a man. I'm not sure if it's true. I doubt that it's true, to be honest. But the acting and the directing, I felt Ang Lee did a really great job. You know, you can actually tell that he was trying his best in this film, and that's what I really liked about it. Because, you know, some films, they look good, but it doesn't mean that a director's doing what he's supposed to, or what's best for the people. But you could tell with this film that he was doing what's best for the actors, and for the actual film itself. So I watched this on Blu-ray as part of the new Blu-ray series, actually, which is also part of this video. Yeah, it does look better on Blu-ray, I'm going to be honest. I actually did own this on DVD. I think I still have the disc. I just replaced the case. Yeah, it looks absolutely amazing on DVD. And I do believe this is a Dolby Atmos. It's got Dolby Digital. I'm not sure if it's got Dolby Atmos. No, it doesn't have Dolby Atmos. But to be honest, it still looked amazing. I'm not sure if it would look the same on DVD, because obviously I haven't watched it on both DVD and Blu-ray. Does it make a difference? Yes, it does. The sound, I'm not too sure that the sound wasn't the sound on the TV was good, but I'm not too sure that's really what Dolby Vision and stuff it does with this. It was good though, and I did enjoy it. So that is my review for Life of Pi, directed by Ang Lee, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye. So, not too long ago, came out watching Looper. So, I heard kind of nothing but good things about this film, but I can't decide what I think about it, to be honest. You know, it was fun. It was interesting. It was a bit boring at times. It had a great cast with Bruce Willis, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and Emily Blunt. Great cast. As much as I hate to say it, Emily Blunt is one of my favourite actresses. She's in my top 5. But her accent in this film, I think it was supposed to be American or like Kansas type accent. It wasn't done very well. So that is one of the things that threw me off about this film. And Bruce Willis, again, great actor. I just don't think he shined as much in this role. I think this was more focused on Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and I thought we should have had a bit more of the character of Bruce Willis. They do both play the same character, but you know, the premise of the story is, you know, it's a bit different, but mostly the kind of thing is kind of the actual thing is kind of the same. It's a great watch. So if you do want to watch it, I think I rated it 3.5 on Letterboxd, so go and check out that review on there, and that'll give you a nice worded review for you to watch. In Blu-ray perspective, I think it did look good on Blu-ray. I'm not too sure if it did not too sure if it, you know, it wasn't brilliant like visuals, it wasn't brilliant sound, and I'm not too sure if it actually has Dolby Atmos or Dolby Vision. Everything's got Dolby Digital, so I'm not too sure. It's got DTS Master Audio, but no Dolby Vision or Dolby Atmos. But it was, you know, it was a great film. Well, I can't say it was a great film. It wasn't a great film, but it was exciting at times. Yeah, that's my review on Looper. Bye bye. So I literally about 20 minutes ago came out of watching Memento. I'm known to, you know, this is the 3rd film I've watched now on Blu-ray for this week of watching films. Great film. One of Christopher Nolan's finest works. 5 stars. I rated it, and I think I rated it about an 8.9 on Letterboxd. Yeah, very great film. Good cast. Guy Pearce, Carrie-Anne Moss, and Joe Pantoliano. But yeah, it was a very fun film, and I did enjoy watching it. The directing was done great, and I thought, you know, the action and the way the film now was going backwards, like, in a way, was such a great idea, and it was done really well in this film. That's what I quite enjoyed about it. And I think that was done in a really great way. You know, I think other films have tried to do this in the past, but the way that Nolan was able to make this work is just amazing. And this sits at number 2 on my Christopher Nolan ranking films so far. I'm hoping to watch The Prestige later this week, and I'll give you a review for that as well. Visual-wise, for being made in, I think it was 2000, maybe a bit earlier. I think it was, when was it made? Let me have a look. 2010, I think it was made. No, it was made in 2000. If you can see that a little bit down there, it was made in 2000, and it was yeah, it was good. Very, very good. And it looked quite good on Blu-ray, I thought, as well. The action and the like the intensity on scenes you could see as well. So that is my review for Memento. So, I have watched these 4 other films that I said I was going to watch as part of the Blu-ray series. I haven't had time to like do it every day, as I said I would, but I have still managed to watch them, obviously, and now I'm going to give you a little review of each. So, the films I watched were, again, we reviewed these 3 already earlier in the video. If you want to go and check that out, make sure you forward ahead. Well, you should have already watched that by this point, so I don't know why I was saying that. So we watched Life of Pi, Looper, and Memento. I think the next thing I watched then was Mechanic Resurrection. Yes, this was not originally on the list, but my girlfriend recommended me this one to watch then instead. So stars Jason Statham, Jessica Alba, Tommy Lee Jones, and Michelle Yeoh. Nice little view in the background there. The background has changed, and I'll go over that in another video soon. But so far, that was actually quite a good film. I gave it 2.5 stars. Obviously, it wasn't great acting or like a great directing whatsoever, but I didn't quite enjoy the premise of the story, and it's just kind of the same thing with Jason Statham movies for me. They're like my calm film, I would say. I like watching them. Just I could watch one before going to bed, or I could watch one, fall asleep to one, because they can be boring at some time. They can be boring sometimes, to be honest. Yeah, this is a really good. Well, it's a really great action film. Not a good film, but a great action film. Then I watched Piranha 3D on Blu-ray. Obviously, with that, it didn't really change the way it looked, to be honest, because it doesn't really matter how a type of film like that. But this is a bit of an older film. I think it came out in maybe the 2000s. Yeah, 2000. I think it came out 2008 maybe. And to be honest, it wasn't amazing. It was a really bad film. I think I gave it 1.5 star, maybe 1 star. Yeah, didn't watch the 3D version, obviously, because I don't have a 3D player, but I watched the non-Blu-ray version, and to be fair, there was some story. The story was lacking widely. The story really was what made me just hate the film, to be honest. It didn't really look as good as well. It's probably because it hasn't been mastered in 4K, but it just didn't look as good either. Yeah. Then I watched 127 hours. No, actually, this was the. Never mind. These are not in order. Wow. This is actually quite a fun, triumphant film, and it's a triumphant true story overall. It was quite good. I don't know why. I think I gave it 3.5, 4 stars on letterboxd. It's based on a true story, and and it stars James Franco, directed by Danny Boyle. It was a really good film. Yeah. I remember watching it. There's some parts in it which were a bit, boring at times, but it's based on a true story, so you can't really complain too much about that, to be honest. Some good actors in there as well, actresses in there as well. Kate Mara, I think her name is. And yeah, I think it was a really fun film overall, and I did enjoy watching it. And it's, obviously being based on a true story. This is something that's actually happened, that's been made into a film that's this good. You know what I mean? If it was this good, why can't every film be this good? It's got that nice sloppy, shiny slipcover on there as well. Yeah, pretty good film, and it did look good in Blu-ray. The Prestige was the last one watched. Then I'm gonna just add these to the pile over here. Sorry if you can hear the cars in the background. My window's open at the moment to get some extra light in, fresh air as well, because I've got a bit of a headache. The Prestige was a really good film directed by Christopher Nolan, starring Hugh Jackman, Christian Bale, Michael Caine, and Scarlett Johansson, from the director of Batman Begins. Obviously, Christian Bale is one of my favourite actors ever. Hugh Jackman is a really great actor, and Michael Caine, also a really good actor. Scarlett Johansson is a really great actress, and Christopher Nolan is my favourite director ever. So my favourite actor duo is Christian Bale and Christopher Nolan. It was a really good film. A friendship that became a rivalry that turned deadly. There's so many great plot twists in this. Some I actually saw coming, but it was just such a good film, and it was like an illusion, more or less type of film, and I didn't see most of it coming, which was the best part about the film. You'd think one thing was going to happen, then it didn't. Then something else happened, and it was just a really great film to be honest. Yeah, it was really fun, and to be fair, it did look great in Blu-ray as well. I thought it looked good in Blu-ray. So that is everything watched this week. Well, not this week, last week. That's everything that I watched. It's not in order, but that's everything I watched. And it's time to answer the question. Do Blu-rays is paying for Blu-ray actually worth the cost just for it to look a little better? Do they actually look better? Yes, they do. For films like The Prestige, Life of Pi, and Memento, even Looper really, I believe it is worth buying a Blu-ray. Maybe not a full price Blu-ray from somewhere like HMV where they maybe be 15, 16, 17 pound each, but somewhere when they have deals on, maybe you want to pick it up from there, or in a little box set, because sometimes get them cheaper in a box set. Maybe you should. I think it's worth the investment for that. But when it comes to these type of films, 127 hours. Actually, 127 hours does deserve to be a Blu-ray. Piranha 3D and The Mechanic Resurrection. I think these can just stay on DVD. They don't look any better than they would on DVD. They don't act, there's not like any better action scenes or any better, like, it's just there's no need for it. So why have it in the first place? Thank you all for watching. My name is Asha, and this is Asha's Movies, and that's it. Bye bye.